Stop making up a story about your leads. So, a lead is simply someone who comes to you and they're interested in your product or service. Now, service based business owners are probably going to be dealing more with the leads because they're going to be talking to them and probably enrolling them into some kind of service package. So, one of the most inefficient things that you can do is spend your time and energy trying to predict what kind of a person this is before you actually talk to them. And I used to do this a lot. Like somebody would email and I would start researching them. I would start looking everything up on Google, looking at their social media before I even had talked to them. And that's just very inefficient and a waste of time because you don't really know anything about the person until you talk to them, until you have a conversation with them. So I actually stopped doing that a long time ago. And I just simply was open to having a conversation with the lead and then determining if they were a good fit and vice versa so that we could figure out if we wanted to work together. So I sold copywriting services, editing services, marketing services, that kind of thing. And I knew that I only wanted to work with a certain kind of client, certain level of business owner. And I did not want to work with people that were not at that level. So as I got better at this, I could quickly determine, probably within 2 minutes or less, if the person was at the level and if I wanted to work with them. And so the trick was to shorten the conversation. The second that I realized it wasn't a match, to shorten it. Now, when I wasn't very good at this, I would have 45-minute, 60-minute long conversations with someone who clearly was not at the level that I wanted to work with. And it was just kind of a waste of time because I knew it wasn't going anywhere. But I had trouble getting off the phone with them or, whatever, the Zoom call. So as I got better at this, I would shorten it, 40 minutes, 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 15 minutes. Now it's 10 minutes. Sometimes it's even 5 minutes. Although 5 feels a little fast for me. It almost feels a little rude, but you can do whatever you want. And you just get better at practice. But the thing is, don't make up a story about the lead until you actually talk to them. Maybe they're sincere, maybe they're not sincere. Maybe their message, their email, their DM is coming off weird. Maybe it's not coming off weird. Maybe you're just reading something into it. Maybe that person reminds you of someone that you haven't had a bad experience with in the past. And so you're coloring this experience with the past. Don't do that. Waste of time, waste of energy. Just talk to the person. Let your intuition kind of guide you on that one. See how you feel as you're talking to them. Is this somebody that you want to work with? You don't actually know that until you have the conversation.